Hello! Today we are doing the end of the year book tag. And welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and I'm so glad that you're here today. Today we are doing a really fun tag, and that is the end of the year book tag. Also be sure to stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be doing a fun bookish unboxing and I'm so excited for it. So I thought I'd kind of combine it in this one. Just a quick note as well for all of my American viewers, happy late Thanksgiving. I hope that yesterday was just kind of a fun day filled with lots of gravy and mashed potatoes. If you like that, that's my favorite meal part of the day. That and the parade. I love watching the Macy's Day Parade. I watch it every single year in my pajamas. I guess when you're watching this, I've already experienced it, but as of right now, I haven't, and I'm so excited for it. So yeah, I really hope that Thanksgiving was fun for you. All right, but let's go ahead and get straight into the tag. This tag, by the way, was originally created by Ariel Bissett. I love Ariel. I love her content. I love her energy. I will go ahead and link down below her channel as well as her original video. You should go and check that out. Okay, question number one. Are there any books that you need to finish before the end of the year? And I would say yes. So I'm gonna run through these pretty quickly because I have like 4 books that I really need to finish by the end of the year. The first one is House of Salt and Sorrows, and this is by Erin A. Craig. This is essentially a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses, except it's a little bit creepier. It's YA. The main protagonist, Anna Lee, is convinced that her sisters are all being murdered. So it's a little bit of a murder mystery. It's kind of creepy, very atmospheric, and it's a fantasy, and I'm loving it. I just haven't continued catching up on it, and I think I'm on, yes, I turned right to it, and then I lost the page. I'm on chapter 17, so I don't have very long to go, a little bit more than halfway, but the lawnmower is going. I have a little longer than halfway to go, but I think I can finish it. I'm sad. What do I do? I also have to finish City of Brass, which is about a girl named Nari, and Nari believes that she is tricking people into thinking that she has magical abilities, but she actually does have magical abilities, and one day she accidentally summons a genie, and it kind of leads her to discovering her destiny. It's an epic fantasy, and it is adult, and it's very good. And again, this is another one where I think I only have like 100 pages left, so I probably will be finishing this year, hopefully. Next, I have The Starless Sea. This one I just started. I think I'm like maybe 70 pages in. I love it with my whole entire heart. I've just been kind of taking my time with this one, and that's why I'm going slower. I'm trying to absorb everything because Erin Morgenstern is such an amazing crafter of words. And just reading it is such a joy and a pleasure. But this is about a boy named Zachary who is a master's graduate student, and he is studying video games and the storytelling components in video games. And he basically kind of gets involved in a secret society that has to do with portals and another world, and it's all very intriguing, and it's kind of like an ode to people who love stories. So top priority, I will be finishing this hopefully in December. And then finally, the very last book that I would like to complete before the end of the year is The Queen of Nothing, and this is by Holly Black, and I am pretty far in. I'm like on page 91. To be honest, the only reason I haven't finished this like in one sitting is just because November has been a very stressful month for me as far as finals and grad school is concerned. Everything is kind of due, so I haven't had a ton of time to dedicate to reading, but I'm loving this so far, and this will definitely be one that I finish by the end of the year. Question number 2, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? And yes, I do. I have 2 suggestions. The first book is A Pinch of Magic, and this is by Michelle Harrison, and I love this book with my entire heart. This is a middle grade. It follows 3 sisters, and I think it's kind of perfect because one, it's a fantasy, and if you're anything like me, I prefer cozy middle grade fantasies kind of in the wintry months, so this just kind of feels right. But also this starts off on Halloween night, and it kind of goes into a more colder atmosphere from there, so it it truly is the perfect seasonal transition book in my opinion, because it literally goes from Halloween into winter. So if you're looking for a gap cozy fantasy, this is the one for you. It's about three sisters. They have magical objects. They have to break a family curse. I highly recommend it. It's a 5 out of 5 star and I love it with my whole heart. The other one that I would recommend is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Yes, I do have different copies of this. I have, I think, 3 different copies of this book. I would have gotten 4 if one of them hadn't sold out, but I'm recommending this even though I haven't finished it, just because I feel like Erin Morgenstern writes the most atmospheric, wonderful fantasies, and I just feel like it's really perfect for this time of year. I just want to reach for all of the fantasies when it's a little bit colder out, so if you're anything like me, I think you're gonna really enjoy this book and you're gonna wanna pick it up. Question number 3, is there a new release that you're still waiting for? And not this year. My most anticipated that I was waiting for was Queen of Nothing, which just dropped, and Starless Sea, so I'm good with those. I do have quite a few that I'm excited for in 2020. I think the most recent being the latest one from Sean McGuire in her Wayward Children series. Super, super excited for that one. But yeah, that doesn't release, I don't think, until January, so I think for this year I am still good. Question number 4, what are 3 books that you'd like to read before the end of the year? Glad you asked. So the first book I really want to read is This Is How You Lose the Time War, and this is by Max Gladstone and Amal El Modar, and I'm so sad because I got makeup on my book. But anyways, I would really, really like to read this. This is a novella. It is a female enemies to lovers, and it's all about, I think, 2 different companies who are competing to, I guess, stake claims. I don't know if it's like throughout time or in other worlds. I'm not totally sure. I'm really vague on the synopsis, but this is actually a recommendation from one of my really good friends, Kat, and I really trust her recommendations because she happened to recommend I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, and that is one of my all-time favorite books now. I also just think that she and I have very, very similar tastes when it comes to what we're interested in reading, so I really, really trust her, and I'm gonna make this a priority in December. I'm gonna say a huge priority is also The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern because I love Erin Morgenstern and I think I'm gonna love this book. The next one I wanna read before the end of the year is Shadow of the Wind, and this is by Carlos Zafón, and I've heard amazing things about this. I've heard lots of people say that they think that I'm gonna like this. It's about a boy who lives in Barcelona, Spain in 1942, I believe, and he is gifted an old book called Shadow of the Wind, which he picks up from his father's bookstore, and he falls in love with the story. But as he grows up, he realizes that somebody is out to burn and destroy all of the copies of this book. So it's a little bit of a mystery and a thriller to figure out why somebody wants to destroy all of the copies of this book. And I've heard excellent, amazing things about this, so I really, really, really want to pick this up very soon. This has been on my TBR for literal years, you guys, so this has to be a priority. And then do you know what else? I know I'm only supposed to say 3, but Wayward Son as well. So I definitely want to read Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell before the end of the year as well, which is the sequel to Carry On, which I loved with my whole heart. Question number 5, is there a book that you think could shock you and become your favorite of the year? I would say yes. I would be very surprised if there was a book that became my favorite of the year, because I already know what my book is of the year that is my top favorite, like my number 1, and I don't think anything is gonna beat that book. So I would be really, really surprised, yes. I don't really foresee a book. If there's one book that possibly could knock out the other book, it's The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. And I think that's gonna be a favorite book, but I don't think it's gonna be my number 1. We'll see though. And then the last question, have you already started making reading plans for 2020? And the answer is yes. I have been making lots of reading plans. I have been making lots of goals. I've been thinking about the direction I want to take my channel, my Instagram. I've also been thinking about different goals that I want writing-wise because, you know, I want to be a writer. That was my undergrad. So I've been thinking a lot about tons and tons of things that I want, new series that I want to do on my YouTube channel that revolve around different books. And I think I'm gonna make a whole video about this actually, because I love hearing other people's goals and like the direction that they want to take their life, and especially like reading tastes and things. So I'll kind of save that for later. But one thing that I really want to tell you is that I want to work more through my TBR. For example, I have quite a few Kurt Vonnegut books that I would like to read. I read Slaughterhouse-Five, and I remember it changing my perspective on literature and what I thought makes really good literature, and it was a book that really sort of just changed my perspective on a lot of things and meant a lot to me. So I started buying a lot of Kurt Vonnegut books, but I have yet to read any other than Slaughterhouse-Five. I've also picked up a lot of classic staples in magical realism. A lot of you know that I love magical realism with my whole heart. And I've read a lot of Gabriel Garcia Marquez's short stories, but aside from Love in the Time of Cholera, I have not really read any of his other books. I'd really like to read 100 Years of Solitude, which is supposed to be a staple in magical realism. I'd also really like to read some Murakami books. I have, I think, 2 or 3, I don't really remember which ones, and I know that he is also a very, very large staple in the magical realism community. I know that he has really shaped a lot of how magical realism is handled in modern contemporary literature, so I'd like to read a bunch of his books as well. I don't exactly know about a number per se that I want to set my goal for. However, I am thinking about that, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to focus on a smaller number of books that are bigger, like this one, or do I want to set my goal to like 100 books and maybe I don't focus as much on, you know, the big chunky books on my TBR. I don't know yet. That is it for the tag, you guys. I had so much fun, by the way. I love these tags. I hope you like these tags too. But now let's go ahead and do the Bookish unboxing. So I was sent this lovely package from Emposia, and Emposia is this amazing company. They make blankets, which if you know me, you know that's like my jam. Now I just need a sock company to reach out and talk to me. All things cozy. It's like my favorite thing in the entire world. So I was so thrilled when they asked if they could send me a box. I gladly said yes, probably too enthusiastically, and I've been just like anxiously waiting because this sounds amazing. So yeah, it says create cozy memories. I'm probably gonna keep the box because it says create cozy memories, and it's just the cutest thing ever. So I'm very excited. I can't wait to open this. Oh my gosh. Okay, it comes with a little card. It says create cozy memories. Oh, this is so cute. It says thank you and welcome to our family. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. So freaking cute. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. Okay, and then this is what it looks like. It's so, oh shoot, sorry. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so happy. Okay, so the cool thing about these blankets is they come with a freaking hood. Do you know how, I'm gonna insert a couple of videos or a couple of clips of me. Do you know how when I read, I love to put on a blanket over my head? I feel like I've talked about this in a couple different videos. This one literally allows me to do that and wear my blanket. I'm so excited. If any of my family members are watching, can I have more blankets from them, please? Look at how cute this is. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna back up so that you can see this blanket because it's freaking beautiful. So the really cool thing about this too is it has like the nicest like fleecy material, and it just feels so comfortable. This is just the most amazing stuff ever. Also on the other side, it's just this really, really soft material. I don't know what this is. And it's this beautiful pink. And then what does it say? It says, so this says, Booker's Gonna Book, and it has a picture of glasses with flowers. I'm so happy. Okay. And then this is another really cool thing. So you put on the hood, right? So you're like all nice and warm and snuggly. But then look, it has a button attached and a little loop. You can literally button yourself into this, but it literally feels like a cloak of coziness. Like, I I've never been happier. I literally am like living my best life with this blanket. So if you're interested in this blanket, I'm gonna go ahead and link down the company below, as well as an affiliate code if you want to click it. I do get a very, very small %, so it really helps out my channel a lot. But also I just think it's like a really, really cute company. So go and check them out because they're just super, super fun. And if you don't wanna use my code, I'll go ahead and just link the company as well, just so that you can check them out. Like, it's okay if you don't want to do the affiliate code. I will also link down below a discount code for you in case you wanted to buy this for a bookish person for Christmas. I would go ahead and order soon just because I feel like they're gonna sell out pretty close for Christmas. And I know that they are like an independent small company. So if you wanna get your blanket on time, I would order it ASAP. But yeah, you're gonna see this in a lot of videos. I'm sorry, I sort of love it with my whole heart. Yeah, I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh. I feel like Batman, except instead of Batman, I'm Cozy Girl. That's it for today, you guys. I love you so much. And until next time, book lovers, keep your head in the clouds and your heart in a book. And I will talk to you later. Bye.